Hello, my friends. Today we need to have probably the hardest and most important conversation we've ever had. It's the talk we all dread, but one that is truly the final, highest act of our love and care. We're talking about how our beloved cats, our family members, leave us. They can't tell us in words that their time has come, but they do give us signals, quiet, instinctive, and often misunderstood. Understanding this final silent language means giving them what they need most, our understanding, our peace, and our boundless affection. Today, we're talking about the quiet signals a cat gives when they are saying goodbye. This hurts, I know, but we need to know this to help them pass with dignity and love. The first and most common thing owners notice is a sudden desire for solitude. Your cat, who just yesterday was a social butterfly, suddenly starts to hide. They look for dark, quiet, out-of-the-way places. Under the bed, in the back of a closet, in a far corner. And our first human instinct is to pull them out, to hold them close, to be there. But in doing so, we might be causing them stress. This is not a rejection of you. It's not that they're mad at you. This is the voice of thousand-year-old instincts. In the wild, a sick or dying animal will instinctively leave the pack. First, to avoid attracting predators to the group. Second, because in their moment of greatest vulnerability, instinct screams at them to find the safest, most inaccessible shelter where nothing can touch them. What should we, as their loving family, do? Don't force it. Don't drag them out. Instead, you can build them a nest in the spot they've chosen. Put a water bowl nearby. Leave a piece of your clothing so they have your scent. Just sit quietly in the same room. Talk to them softly. Let them know they aren't alone, but that you respect their need for peace. The second, very clear marker is a change in their basic needs. The cat starts to refuse food, and even more critically, water. Even their favorite treats no longer interest them. This isn't them being picky. Their body, their wise system, is beginning the natural process of shutting down. The digestive system slows, and processing food requires a huge amount of energy that they simply no longer have. Along with this, you will almost certainly notice a change in their appearance. Cats are meticulous groomers. They spend up to a third of their lives cleaning themselves, so when your cat stops grooming, when their fur becomes dull, matted, or unkempt, it's a sure sign that they just don't have the physical strength for it anymore. This is one of the hardest parts for us, because we are so used to showing love through food. Our job here is not to force. You can offer something very fragrant and easy, like a little broth or a liquid treat, just to wet their mouth. But if they refuse, you must accept their choice. Ensure fresh water is available, but mostly give them the tactile care, the gentle brushing or wiping that they can no longer give themselves. Now here's a signal that confuses so many pet parents. The cat starts purring. They are lying there, weak, perhaps in pain, not eating, but they are purring. And we get confused. Maybe they're feeling better. Maybe it's not so bad. But the purr has a dark side. Cats don't just purr from pleasure. They also purr in moments of great stress, great pain, and even in their final minutes. This is not a song of joy. In this context, it's a song of self-soothing. Scientists have found that the vibration of a purr, at a frequency of 25 to 150 hertz, has pain-relieving and regenerative properties. In essence, your cat is using its last bit of strength to try and calm itself, to ease its own pain using its built-in natural mechanism. We call this a terminal purr. It's usually quiet, faint, but almost constant. What should we do? Not get lost in false hope. Just be present. Your presence, your hand gently stroking them. In time with that purr is you participating in their meditation, their attempt to find peace. You're telling them, I hear you, I'm here, it's okay. Although instinct tells many cats to hide, sometimes the complete opposite happens, and it's just as heartbreaking. Instead of withdrawing, the cat becomes Velcro. They suddenly follow you from room to room, refusing to let you out of their sight. The cat, who always valued independence, now only sleeps if they are pressed right up against you, seeking constant physical contact. Why does this happen? If the instinct to hide is the call of the wild, this is the call of their domesticated heart. Through a lifetime with you, they have formed the deepest attachment. You are their safety. You are their mom, their pride. And in the moment they feel most vulnerable, weak, and perhaps frightened, they don't run to a closet. They run to you. This is the ultimate act of trust. They are telling you, I'm scared. I don't feel good. Please be my safe place. It is incredibly difficult, but it is the greatest gift a pet can give you. They are choosing you as their protector for their most important journey. All we can do is accept that role, put our lives on pause, sit on the floor, and just be that shelter for them. There is a very painful myth. Cats run away from home to die alone because they don't want to upset their owners. This myth has created a massive amount of guilt for people whose pets did just that. Please, know this is not true. They are not running from you. They are running to a place of solitude, obeying that same ancient instinct. That instinct exists to protect the rest of the pack from predators that would be drawn to the weakness. It is, paradoxically, a final act of protection for their family. Your cat isn't thinking, this will make my human sad. They are running on a program installed millions of years before we ever entered the picture. They are seeking safety. Today, our indoor, deeply bonded cats will often override this instinct. They will choose to stay with you, as we just discussed. But if your pet does leave, or hides profoundly within the house, do not blame yourself. It does not mean they didn't love you. It just means the instinct was too strong. Your love was with them until the very last second. And finally, there is one last phenomenon. It's often called the final rally, or the last good day. A cat that has been limp and lethargic for days will suddenly perk up. They might get up, walk to their bowl, and eat a little. They might even jump up to their favorite spot on the windowsill, just like old times. They seek you out, they look you in the eye, they rub against your legs. In that moment, our hearts explode with hope. It's a miracle. They're better. We beat it. We want to believe it so badly. But unfortunately, in most cases, this is not a recovery. Vets and hospice workers know this as an unexplained but common surge of adrenaline, or some final internal reserve right before the end. This is a goodbye gift. It's as if the cat gathered every last bit of strength they had to be themselves one last time, to be your cat one last time. The most important thing we can do is accept this gift, not by clinging to false hope, but by simply being in that moment. Pet them. Tell them everything you want to say. This is their clear, conscious, final farewell. So how do cats say goodbye? They do it quietly. They seek peace by following their instincts, or they seek protection from us, trusting us with their final vulnerability. They stop wasting energy on the world and focus on what's essential. Understanding them is our last service, our final duty as their family. It is the price we pay for a love so big, it's incomparable. I know how hard this is. If you've been through this or are going through it now, please share a memory in the comments. Support each other. Sometimes just knowing you're not alone is the greatest comfort. If this was important to you, please stay with us. Subscribe. We're here to help each other. And next time, I promise, we will talk about something bright. Let's talk about new beginnings. Let's talk about the incredible secrets of newborn kittens and how they see the world in their very first weeks.